All right, let's, when you heard the news this morning, your reaction to Doug being gone?
Obviously, it's unfortunate because at the end of the day, we all had a hand in this season and just how the way things have shaken out. I have a ton of respect for Doug. He's made me a better football player, a better man, and I think he's one of the better coaches to have coached in this league. And it's just unfortunate the way that things went, but obviously the organization has to make a decision that they feel is best going forward.
What would you like to see in the next leader for the Jaguars?
I think that's a tough question to answer right now. I just think obviously we're all processing the end of the season. We're all reflecting on just ourselves individually and as a team, because like I said, we all had a hand in this. So I think the important thing right now is to just reflect personally on what you can do better going forward, all the learning opportunities that were taken from this year, and really focus on that.
What benefits do you see by retaining Trent Baalke? Continuity or whatever word you care to use.
I mean, I play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and when I put on that uniform, I step in this building, I'm just here to be a professional, help this locker room, help everybody I come in contact with to be better and to help win football games. And no matter what, no matter who's here, that's my sole goal when I step in the building. So that's really all I'm focused on.
Do you expect to be here next year?
Yeah, I would love to be here. And, I mean, I'm under contract still. Obviously, there's other things that I can't really control, so I'm just kind of focused on being healthy again next year, being healthy this offseason, getting healthy, and just being the best player that I can be, because I feel like I've proven that when I'm on the field, I am one of those players that is one of the better ones on the field, and so I'm just looking forward to getting back to that, and I wanted to be here in Jacksonville.
How frustrating has these last 2 years been for you, not being able to finish either one out?
Yeah, it's been probably the hardest 2 years in my career so far. Just, I've missed more games in these past 2 years than I have my whole football career. So it's been a lot mentally, but nothing that I can't overcome. I like to embrace adversity. I hope I've displayed that to my teammates and people that have been around me. So I'm just looking to be on the other side of it, and I know that part of my story is going to be great, and I'm just looking forward to just getting back to that. I've attacked every bit of my rehab, and so I'll be confident that I'll be back and better.
What does this team?
Sorry?
Excited about fatherhood?
It's been the saving grace through it all. We actually found out when we were over in London, and then a week later I get hurt. But it just puts everything in perspective, because football is great, right? I love football. It's been my whole entire life. But, when you find out that you're bringing a child into this world, and just the love that I already feel for that child, this is all minuscule. And so I'm just more excited every single day that goes past to meet the baby. But it's been a great experience so far.
Christian, how does a team that knew how to win and won those close games and all that stuff in 22 go from that to a team that doesn't win close games? How does that happen?
The NFL every year presents new challenges. Just because you did something the previous year doesn't mean you're going to do it the following year. And, like I said, it's just so dynamic. And so it's hard to put your finger on why you start losing games. Obviously, there's statistics and whatnot. You lose one-score games. You're not able to finish at the end of the game, at the end of those games. And so, yeah, maybe that has part of it, but there's other eccentrics that go into it. And so I just feel like it just goes to show that you can't hang your hat on things that made you successful in the past. You have to be dynamic with how that season is going. And unfortunately, we just weren't able to do that in the past 2 years.
So what does this team need heading into 2025?
Like I said, I think that's a hard question to kind of to forecast right now and to be able to answer, just because I think everybody right now needs to just focus on what they can do individually. That's what my message would be, is to just look in the mirror, do all the self-scouting that you can do, and then once you step back into this building when we're required to be, just show up the best, football player that you can be and be ready to attack another year.
What do you say to a young guy like Brian after what he accomplished in his rookie season to get him ready for year two?
It's just, obviously right now to enjoy it, he should be very proud of himself, what he's able to do, what he's able to have done, obviously through a tough season. He led us, he was our offense, and it's just impressive for somebody to do that in their rookie year. But, once the Super Bowl's over with, now you got to go out there and do it again. That's what the great ones do, and obviously he's started off on the right foot, but the challenge is to be able to do it again next year.
How impressed with you? Were you with the way the season went on?
Yeah, I think he did a great job. He obviously they did a great job of getting him going and getting him the ball and find different ways to move him around. And so it just was able to show as the year went on just all the things that he can do as a receiver inside and outside. And so he did a great job. I mean, week in and week out, he just kept on excelling.